Right, we'll start with the flower cards, I feel. So good afternoon, everyone, for those who are here. Facebook users, just remember, either join StreamYard or put your name down on your request. Because if there's about half a dozen Facebook users, how do I know who you are? So you've got to put something on your request. So if your name's Jane, you put Jane, please may I have a reading? Or join StreamYard. Okay. Well, you got my water background today. Isn't that terrible? But it doesn't matter. Everything's within reason. So good afternoon, everyone. Whatever you're doing, however you've spent your day. I'm a bit tired because I've been walking too far, but it doesn't matter. Hello, Claire Louise. Hello, Julianne Russell. How are you this afternoon? Right, Claire Louise, you can have a flower card. Okay, let's take the top one. Sweetheart, you've got the cornicle. If you can see that, sweetheart, it's a lovely little red weed flower that grows quite abundantly. And it says, I open up to spontaneity and accept change. Yeah, hi, Christine. I do feel that around you at the moment, there's been a little bit of upset because this flower is telling me that you needed a challenge. Sweetheart, there is a lot going on in your life where you need to open up a bit more. Maybe somebody has said something, but I don't know. I just feel a little bit of a change around you. Hello, Leah Green. Sweetheart, this flower is pink, a pinky red, and it is also one that does grow abundantly. Sweetheart, you've got a lady here with you, and this lady, as she comes forward, she's about 5'4". She's very loud-mouthed, I feel. She would always say it as it was. And I know that she is a person that gave you all the love that you needed in your life. I know, sweetheart, you have to start to, she's saying, to look to yourself and don't let others overrule you. I hope that makes sense because I know this is what is needed around you at the moment. She said precious memories. So I feel the memories are of you as a child, always being around her. And I do feel that Claire, she did love you. She's given me the names of Anne, she's given me the name of Margaret, and she's just given me the name of Joan. Sweetheart, you've got to open your mind to possibilities because I feel there's a lot going on in your life where you feel, should I, shouldn't I, can I, can't I? I want to say, yes, go for it. Whatever's going on in your life, go for what you feel is best for you. Sweetheart, remember that the world wasn't made in 7 days, but a lot of your things in your mind has been 7 days. I now have a gentleman with you, and this gentleman has just brought you some pink roses. Well, the pink roses to me are maternal love, but it also means positivity and knowing yourself. Sweetheart, believe in yourself and you will get there. Claire, look to the next 6-7 months where you'll see the changes coming in, but accept that change. Accept that you are beautiful in your own way. All right, sweetheart, I'm going to leave that with you and say thank you for working with me. Julianne Russell, let's talk to you, please. Julianne, you have got the fairy card stargazing. And this says, when you gaze at the stars, you give yourself fairy focus. Your intuition will flow more freely and reveal what you need to know about your situation. I feel the situation you are in the moment, Julianne, is that you need to look a bit further than what you feel you're stood at the moment. It's taking fairy focus. Let's look at the moon. Let's see how the moon travels, and let's see how you travel. The lovely purple and blue and the turquoise is shining all around this fairy. And I know this fairy focus is what you need at this moment. Sweetheart, I have a gentleman with you, father or grandfather. He gives me the names of George, John, and Arthur. I know they're connected somewhere around you. I know with you, sweetheart, that he's saying, trust in your own instincts and know how far you've yet to go. He just said, your grandmother is around you to bring you peaches and cream as a memory. I know that you just don't know which way to turn at the moment. Well, take your focus in a different direction. Maybe you need a new avenue, a new job, a new home, but whatever, the focus should be on now looking after you. Sweetheart, just believe in yourself again. Show others how strong you really are. And I am given Mary and also Janet for you. Julie, just remember, focus, take the change as it comes, and stargaze, find you again. All right, sweetheart? So I'm going to leave that with you and say thank you for working with me. Right, who we got next? Christine Davis, let's talk to you, please. Facebook user who said hi, Christine. Hello, Christine. Put your name there when you request, please. Hi, Christine. From Christine. You have got the Amaryllis. Isn't that a beautiful card? It always reminds me of Christmas and joy and harmony. But it says, embrace my sexuality with freedom of expression. Maybe you're a woman and you let people see you are a woman. You have your own ideas, you have your own feelings, and you need to tell family and friends that you are you and don't let others put you down. This beautiful color is for the heart chakra. And I feel that the chakra is open now to finding new avenues for you. I see north, south, east, and west. And I know your road or your pathway is pointing north. So you've got a long way to go. So don't worry, things will work itself out. Sweetheart, there is a lady with you, and the lady loved the amaryllis. She had one every year. And the more flowers she got on that, she was so, so pleased with it all. She said, Christine, that you are very much focused and you know how much you have yet to do, but you need to believe in yourself again and show people who you are. I know when I look at this, it's your auntie, is it, who loved the amaryllis? But I know as she's talking to me, she said, no matter how the next 6 months pan out, you will find which way to go. You're not a person that holds back. You're a person that pushes yourself. Well, push yourself. Show people that you are strong and you are ready to move forward. I have a gentleman here This gentleman is about 5'9", 5'10". He was in the army. He gives me the army connections. He said he loved the outdoors, as do you. He's saying, no, you, when you look outside, you see things and you see how things pan out. Sweetheart, I'm given John and George and William, so I know they're connected around you. And the lady is coming and she's just shook his hand. So I know that he was part and parcel of her life as well. I feel that you have some changes in your home to make, because the gentleman is saying people are always around you to help you. Okay. Sweetheart, look to September, where everything will come into focus again, and you will find the positivity that's around you. The spirit just keep telling me about focusing yourself on your own ideas. Don't let others put you down. Let go with your own instincts. I'm given a daffodil. Well, the daffodil always needs to be gut feeling. So go with your gut feelings, okay? Right. I'm going to give you the 17th of September. And I'm going to give you the 14th of March. And I want to say the 2nd of December. All right, sweetheart? So I'm going to leave that with you and say thank you for working with me. I saw a lady here, that Ali Grice. Can I talk to you? Ali Grice. I'm going to choose you one of my fairy cards. Let's take the top one. Ali Grice, you've got look in a book. Can you see the fairy there with her book? Maybe you've got some reading to catch up on, or maybe you've got a spiritual book to read so that you can find yourself. But it says, whatever your question right now is, you'll find the answer in a book. The words you find will bring the insight you seek. So whatever you're seeking, Ali, it is coming because you have been questioning yourself. The spirit world are around you and answering your questions. But I've been told to tell you to give you a book. Well, I'm going to say to you to get the book, Betty Shine's workbook. In there, there's small meditations which you can go on by yourself and seek answers to questions which you need. I know one of the questions you've been asking is, which way do I go now? Well, I'm going to say, follow your dream. It's like the yellow brick road. Follow the yellow brick road. Reach your destination. Ask your guide and your helpers to give you what you need, and it will come. Right, I have a lady with you, and this lady, as she comes forward, she is wearing glasses. She's got short hair. I can see her baking in the kitchen, so I know she was one good baker. I'm also see she really liked crystals, because I can see the amethyst, and she just was singing about the crystals, the crystal chandelier. She gives me the names of Polly or Pauline, and she gives me also Shirley. I've also got a gentleman with you, and he's bent down and he's fixing a lawnmower. So he was a gardener. He's got his eyes shut, and I feel that the bright light would hurt his eyes. I feel this is Grandad. I know the name of Samuel comes in, And I also know as well, Bernard. I'm also showing somebody knitting on a knitting machine. So I feel that's a memory as well. Would this be either an auntie or a mom that would use a knitting machine? I'm seeing all the colours of the rainbow. So I know that she worked a lot with the wool. Right. Peter, Albert, and Alan. They're all called to you. But look to the next few months where you can start to find yourself again. All right, sweetheart? I'm given March, April, and June. So I know they're anniversaries for you. So please take that love and take that inspiration that's been given to you. Look in a book to find what you need. Okay, sweetheart? I'm going to leave that with you and say thank you for working with me. Okay. Right, what are we good at here? Leanne Hopper. Okay, I'm going to give you a flower card, sweetheart. Leanne. Leanne, you've got the hellebore. And this is a lovely flower that grows everywhere in the garden. And it just spread to cover a bare patch. It says here, everything is revealed to me with perfect timing. So it means about you've been wanting things to happen and you've been asking questions. But this lovely green is for the heart chakra. And I know, sweetheart, that you just need just to pick your time. Can I just say to all you Facebook users, there's 5 that has come on here. I don't know who you are. I can't go to one without the other. So you need to put your name or join the StreamYard. So put your name and like this one here, me please. Hello, love. You just need to put your name there with it, okay? Right. I am told here, lovey, that you are very much a person that helps others. And I know as you help others that the love comes from your heart to give to people. Leanne, you have got lots of friends around you and lots of friends you help because they're saying here that you give yourself over and above the call of duty. Maybe you work with the older people or maybe you work with children, but whichever you do, it is like working to help others, and we are very proud of you. I have a gentleman here for you, and this gentleman is either father or grandfather. He brings you some beautiful dahlias from his garden. He was very much a gardener. He loved a cigarette, and he's showing me silk cut. So he used to smoke silk cut. He said he had a bad chest before he went to the spirit world, and he's blaming it on the cigarettes. I feel as though you have to look in that mirror now and say to yourself, Leanne, I am beautiful. And Leanne, I love you. Once you can love yourself, then you know how far you've come, sweetheart. Right, we have a lady here now. And this lady, as she comes forward, she's giving me the name of Frances. So I don't know whether she was called Frances or the name of Fran was around her. She just said, just to say to you, never ever stop loving yourself. And I feel she was a person that would always say, love yourself for who you are. Sweetheart, just remember, take time for you. And I've just been given the name of Gillian. So I know she's connected around you. And I want to give you February and also May for anniversaries. Leanne, you haven't answered me, so I don't know whether I'm correct, but I'm going to leave that with you and you'll have to look back later for your reading. Okay, so can I leave that with you? And I'm going to go to Tessa Godbold, please. Tessa, you're welcome, Leanne. Tessa, you've got fairy spotting. That is your card. Look at the beautiful colours. And this is you looking in the garden for the fairies. Sweetheart, as I look at this, I feel that you love to be outside. It says it's time to go fairy spotting. It's said that seeing is believing, but in fact, the opposite is true. Believing is seeing. Tessa, there is with you a sense of wanting to see the magical, wanting to see spirit, asking to see spirit. You sense and you feel that spirit is around you, but sometimes you feel as though you need a bit more, but you need the ultimate proof. Well, spirit around you every step of the way. And I know that your grandmother comes to bring you a lovely big, it's weird really. She's brought you a bunch of bananas. And I feel it's either for bananas and custard or it's for banana bread. But she just brought you bananas. And I know this lady, she's given me Mary. Hi, Eva. Hi, Bernadette. Hi, Andrea. Hi, Gillian. Hi, Liam. Okay. I know as I look at this card, I feel a sense of just going into my own space and finding me. Ah, you're absolutely beautiful, sweetheart, because this lady is so close with you and she said she loved you so much. She said about being a child in her arms. So I know that she would have held you. I know you never met her, sweetheart, she said, but she held you. She's saying here, sweetheart, that there's been a situation around you just recently where you felt a bit lost. And it's like your head has not been in the right space. But she said things will right itself. Tessa, she's just saying here that you have to trust in your own body and trust in your own mind. She said you will see, because she said she sat on your bed so many times. Maybe it's time to ask Mum. I know I've got a gentleman with you and he was in the Royal Air Force. I can see his uniform, so I know that he was in the Air Force. He brings me the names of Jeffrey, and also I want to give you Frederick as well. This gentleman was very much a person that loved to be outside. I don't know whether he was somebody that used to either do the garden or go bird watching. But they're coming to give you so much love and to help you. You need a circle that can help you to move forward, because the circle, the leader will help you to focus. Maybe you need a book to help you to find you. But one of the best books, as I said before, is Betty Shine's workbook. You can find so much information just sitting by yourself. Sweetheart, I want to give you a purple rose. And that purple rose is for your spirituality. And I've got a dog here with you, a little Jack Russell. So I know that is memories of childhood. I just feel as though I just want to go to sleep with you like this and say, I've had enough. But life will get better, I promise you. Just remember, you are Tessa, and you know you're like the dragon. I'm ready to move forward and do it. All right, sweetheart? I'm going to leave that with you and say thank you for working with me. Sarah Batchelor, can I come to you, please? Facebook user just said, good afternoon, Christine. Put your name there, you might get a reading then. Okay, Sarah, I've chosen you a flower card. And you've got the wild carrot. A beautiful white flower. This is very much enhanced because this is a small flower that grows in abundance in the fields. It says, my you're vulnerable. Your vulnerability is my greatest strength. Hi, Patrick. I feel with you, Sarah, that you have been feeling vulnerable at the moment. And I want to say the love from the spirit world comes so well forward for you. I feel as a spiritual person, you give so much of yourself to other people. Sarah, I want to say to you, always stick to your own feelings. If you feel something is wrong, then let it go. If you feel that person that is giving you a bit of grief is not right around you, let them go. Because I just heard the song from Elsa, Let It Go. I do. Facebook user, we don't see your names. We don't see anything. All we see is Facebook user. And when we've got two, three, four Facebook users, you've put a hi, Christine. What do I do to show my name? You join StreamYard or put your name and please may I have a reading. Okay, sweetheart? Right. I see here that I've got a lady with you, Sarah. And this lady is either your mom or your grandma. She gives me the name of Sheila. When she was on the earth plane, she would have rolled her sleeves up and she would have done everything. She was very much a homemaker. She gives me Margaret and she gives me Joan. So I know they're connected around you. She also shows me, she said she could do everything. And she's just showing me putting a new light bulb into the light. So she would always do that. I know there's a Sheila around you because, Sarah, then you need to ask because it might be your grandmother's friend who was Sheila. Okay. And I've just said Joan as well. But Sarah, she was such a strong lady. And she said, you're the same. You are very much a person that would give your left hand to help somebody else. And you would roll your sleeves up and help somebody. I know if she's alive, then send out a thought. Maybe she's suffering a bit at the moment, or the family is. You see, you should know that being a spiritual person, if the person's on the earth plane, maybe they've asked for some support from the spirit world, and that's why we get the names. But Sarah, I feel you've got a long way to go on your spiritual pathway. Maybe to go onto a platform and work, but I feel this is your pathway at the moment. And I know that you need a circle to help you. I know there's a lot going on in your life at the moment, but this lady I have with you, she was very positive that she was a very good family member. She's showing me Christmas and making Christmas cakes. She's also showing me doing crocheting and knitting. You will. You try and find one, Sarah. Google it or ask on the spiritual page for help to find a circle. There is lots of circles online as well. I know the Christmas cards are there. You will find a circle, I promise you. She's showing me a Christmas, a Christmas tree, but she's just flung tinsel on it. So I know that she did that. Right, I've got a gentleman here with you. And this gentleman that comes forward is saying, I need to put up the stakes for a new greenhouse. And I feel he's very much into his gardening. He's showing me planting tomatoes. And I can see him with a cigarette behind his ear. So he was a smoker. I'm given the name of John and also Andrew. And I know that he loved you to bits. He's saying here, now is the time to find you again. And he's showing me a whole row of beans and he's showing me the runner beans that are all up. And he said, soon be ready for picking. Right, sweetheart, I've asked something for you. And they said, trust in yourself entirely and you will know where you're going next. All right, sweetheart? And I'm going to leave that with you and say thank you for working with me. Gillian Caroline Fisher. Hi, Gillian. Spelt with a J. Yeah, that's you. I'm choosing you a fairy card. And you've got lost and found. Can you see? Isn't that a beautiful card? It says, what was once lost is about to be found, thanks to the lost and found fairy. Sometimes she can help to find things we never even realized we'd lost. I just feel you need that at the minute. I feel you've lost your faith or you've lost your sense of humor at the moment. But whatever it is, you will find it again. You need this beautiful purple color that will help you on your spiritual pathway. I just feel as though my fists are like this. What am I going to do next? Do you know what? I want to say to you, stick to what you know best. Find yourself and ask the Spirit to give you the information and the inspiration to move forward. Gillian, you seem a bit lost, but I want to say you will get better. You have to shut the door to the past and move forward. Sweetheart, I have a lady with you, and the lady's about 5'5". She's very stern looking, and I feel that although she looks stern, she wasn't. I'm given the name of Evelyn, and I'm also being given Jean as well, so I know they're connected. Gillian, she said, remember when you would go shopping with her? And she's showing me a big plate glass window, and I can see you dancing in front of that window. Sweetheart, she said, don't give up hope. Look to the future. Find you. I also have a gentleman with you, Dad or Granddad. He gives me Andrew, Paul, and also George. So I know they're connected around you, sweetheart. He was a gentleman that would love to go out walking. He's shown me the trees, and I feel he loved to be in the woods. And I can see him picking mushrooms, so I know he loved his mushrooms. He's saying to you, everything that comes for free is free. And never look a gift horse in the mouth. If you're offered something, take it, because it has not been lost, but it has been found. And he just said to say to you, love comes in many ways. All right, sweetheart? I can leave that with you and say thank you for working with me. Can I talk to Nellie Love, please? Nellie Love. All right, Nellie, let's give you... Oh, you've got the primrose. The lovely primrose. One of the first flowers of spring after the snowdrops. And this says, I awaken to my full potential. So I feel you've been hanging back for some reason, or you've been holding back. But Nellie, I want to say to you, life is important and you need to follow your dreams. Hi, Tracy. Hi. I know as I look at this card, I see 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I see six flowers here. 6 flowers, 6 months, 6th of a month. But I just feel you need just to find you again. I know there's a lot of going on in your life, but I know that I've got a lady here, and this lady, she either had breast cancer or she had a problem with her lung on the left-hand side, because she's just put that on for me, Nellie. Nellie, there is a lot going on in your life where you seem to have forgotten your way. But I want to say to you, sweetheart, don't ever give up the hope, because she's with you every step of the way. And this is either your mum or your grandma I have with you. She's showing me ironing, and she loved ironing. She's there going away with this iron, and she's doing everything that she had to do. I don't know if you like ironing as well, but I'm just seeing her ironing. And she would iron hankies and iron the socks and iron the underpants and everything. She was such a homemaker, this lady. I want to say she's about 5'4". Oh, that's the left-hand side. Thank you. You've confirmed what she was saying. Because you put a pain on me, that's why I just said on that left-hand side. Sweetheart, she brings so much love for you. She said you always helped her when she needed it. And she said you always had a smile for her. And she's shown me also, after she'd done her ironing, she would fold it all up and put it on a clothes hanger, and then she would take it all away. She's shown me going outside and picking tulips for her vase. Somebody bought her a beautiful vase, and that's what she's showing me. So it was somebody in your family that bought her the vase. I'm given Margaret. I'm also given as well the name of Shirley, and also Jean, as I said. I've got a gentleman now with you, and I feel this gentleman was either a friend or a brother. I feel he was a strong man when he was on the earth plane, and I feel had problems with his blood. I'm given Tony, and also Alan and Jason. So I know they're all connected together, either friends or family members. Nellie, look to the next month or two where you'll find a different way of thinking. But just remember, sweetheart, it's your father, is it? He's very much focused on your life. And he just said, look to the next few months when things will sort itself out. And smile. And that song, Smile Though Your Heart Is Breaking, that is the song he's given me. But he said I had to give you a beautiful red rose. And that red rose is with love. Okay, sweetheart? So can I leave that with you and say thank you for working with me? Barbara Duffy, please. Can I talk to you? Barbara Duffy, you have got a fairy card and it's wisdom. Can you see that card? She's got her wand out and she's getting everything together in that beautiful white light. It says, have you ever been told that you were wise beyond your years? Now is the time to call upon your inner fairy and the wisdom to help you with a challenge which you're going through at the moment. I see the owl, and the owl is teaching and learning. The one she's showing me is like it's showing me all the woodland. But I just feel you're going through a situation at the moment where you need that helping hand. I'm saying to you, when we see the trees are lit and it is all the light of the moon, it's showing you that you are out and you're finding you again. Barbara, I have a lady with you, and I feel her name was Barbara as well. I don't know whether she was known as Babs, but I want to say that she comes forward and she brings you a beautiful chocolate cake. And the chocolate cake is all decorated with chocolate buttons. And I know she often used to make birthday cakes. But this cake, it looks delicious. It's really big. And it's got all the chocolate buttons all the way around. And it's also got Smarties on it. So it was a lovely, lovely cake. She didn't have a mix or anything. She did it all by hand. She was a lady that loved to bake. And whenever the occasion, she would make little tiny cupcakes, or she'd make biscuits, gingerbread. But she was such a lovely lady and she loved you. Barbara, also, I've got the names of Margaret, Mary, and also Jane. I've got a gentleman with me that had a problem with his throat. And I feel he either had cancer of the throat or he had something wrong with his esophagus. He was in the army. He loved the seashore. He's showing me crabs, so he loved crab. I'm given Tom, George, and Albert. And I'm also seeing somebody that was a lifeguard. So I know he's very much around you. And I'm hearing Jack as well. So you must understand Jack. I'm told you went shopping for a new blouse or a new top. You tried on so many and walked out without buying any. And I feel that you have to go back because you need it for an occasion. I feel you're not one of these people that would wear a frock willy-nilly. Barbara, I want to give you October where things will change. But you have to start to believe in yourself again because that's the best thing, self-belief. Sweetie, just remember, life is for living, not for sitting back and on somebody else's laurels. Look for yourself. All right, sweetie? I'm going to leave that with you and say thank you for working with me. Andrea Rees, please, can I talk to you? You're welcome. Andrea, you've got the lupin. And this is the flower of lots and lots of seeds. It says, as I connect with nature, I enjoy harmony and balance. And I feel that you need to spread the seeds. And I know that you know lots of people who you can help. I feel there's some children around you that need a helping hand. But this beautiful purple and pink is your spiritual pathway. Andrea, I have a lady here with you. And the lady who is with you is tall, thin, well, tall, about 5'5", 5'4", 5'5". She looks taller because she's so thin. She's a lady that loved to do things all herself. If she was cleaning, she did her cleaning. If she wanted anything else to be done, she would do it. I know as we look into this card and how you've been, I just know that you need to look after you again. I don't know whether this lady was a school teacher or she was just a person that would help children. She's showing me making Christmas cards, so she was a crafter. She's saying here, just to say to you, Andrea, you have to bring the best out of yourself. Right. I have a gentleman with you, and he's just said Tom. I don't, and it's something to do with the butcher. So either he was a butcher or you understand Tom the butcher. But I'm just given the butcher and I've been shown the slicer and I'm slicing bacon. And I can also see him as well, pushing and shoving and doing things. I can see him now on the sausage machine making sausages. Andrea, he's very much a father figure. Is that a father, uncle, or a cousin? But I know he was a butcher. Okay, sweetheart. I have to give you a Star of David, and that's a little white flower that grows in spring. And I also want to give you a lovely pink rose from the lady in the spirit. Okay, sweetheart? And can I leave that with you and say thank you for working with me? Tony Coppins, please. I'm going to next. I'm getting you a fairy card. And you've got temptation. Can you see that lovely card? And can you see the snake in the tree? Look, temptation. It's like the Garden of Eden. And this is Tony Coppins from New Zealand. I see this card and it is saying to you, are you in denial about an unhealthy habit? Perhaps one that makes you feel guilty. This fairy says you have the power to overcome temptation, whatever its guise. I know with you, either you are a smoker or you know somebody around you that's a smoker and can't give up. But I know the Garden of Eden and the love that is coming to you from this card is showing you that you help so many people. You are a beautiful person in your own right. And I know across the world in New Zealand, it is like it's a new avenue for you. It's a new place of coming apart and helping others. Maybe you are a person that helps online or helps at home. And I know as I see you that you have had so much love to give others. Good on you. I gave up smoking 35 years ago. Yeah, I've still got COPD, sweetheart. I know I have a little black and white dog with you. And I have a lady here, and this lady's either your mum or your grandma. She's sitting at the table having an afternoon tea. I can see a little green cup and saucer with green leaves on it. And I know it's china. She always had a plate, a cup and saucer, and she would put out a teapot. And especially if visitors came, then a special cloth that went on. Ah, here you go, sweetheart. You're special. Because this is what this lady's saying. You are a special person. She's saying also that you are a person that would give your left hand if you could, because you help so many people. I feel you are like me, have the power to speak, hi Wayne, the power to listen, and the power to pass on your own wisdom. Sweetheart, they'll have a gentleman now coming in, and this gentleman was very partial to chocolate biscuits. I can see him sitting with a pocket full of chocolate biscuits, which he's took out the tin. And I want to say it's either your dad or your granddad. He's just giving me a chocolate digestive biscuit. And I know that he loved anything that was quite sweet. He just said, just to say to you, a kiss comes from within. And he said, I love you to bits. And he's taking me now to the ice cream truck, and he's got you a 99. So he was a man that had guilty pleasures. And he's laughing. Sweetheart, I'm given the names of Frank, John, and also I want to give you Mary as well now, and also Patricia. So please, sweetheart, take it all on board and know at the end of the day, your whole family loved you to pieces. And can I say thank you for working with me? Tracy Creedon, I'm going to give you a flower card. Tracy, I'm giving you the Sickleman. Can you see it? That beautiful flower. Tracy, this says, as I love and accept myself, I allow transformation on all levels of my life. And I feel transformation is needed around you at the moment. It's like I'm here, I'm there. I'm here, I'm there. I've got no time for me. And it's like I'm up and down, and I'm like a yo-yo. Up, down, up, down. Let's help ourselves. But Tracy, you have to start to believe in yourself again. Tracy, there's lots of things happening out of your control, but you can learn to block it. And the person that's upsetting the apple cart, then you can move it away. Sweetheart, I have a lady with you, and the lady that comes with you, I don't know whether it's your mom or your grandma. She comes forward. She said, here, I have to give you bluebells. Bluebells are for healing for me. So maybe there's healing needed around you. I'm given the names of Annie, and I've just been given Fiona. And I want to give you also the name of Natasha. Family or friends, I just need to give you those. Sweetheart, she's saying here, never ever stop loving yourself. You are perfect in your own way and you help people. And I know how much she loved you. I've also got a gentleman now come in. He's not got a lot of hair on his head. He said that was from wearing his hat. He's washed his hair away and he's laughing. And I want to say it's either your dad or your granddad. Sweetheart, I'm giving Jack, Norman, and also I want to give you the names of Patrick or Paddy. Tracy, now is the time to start to get back on track. Be your own self. Don't let others put you down. Stop wavering. Get on and do it. I know there's a lot going on for you at the moment, sweetheart, but you have to start to believe in you. Okay, sweetheart, I'm going to say to you, stop struggling, ask for help. You will get it. Okay, sweetie, I'm going to leave that with you and say thank you for working with me. Now, can I talk to Anne Swantek? Anne Swantek. Anne Swantek, you've got manifestation. That means appearing out of nowhere. It says, be very honest and clear about what you want to manifest in your life. Now, write it down. Get a book and ask your question and step into what you need. It is time now to show yourself that you can do whatever you want to do. Your life is now an open book. Everything you ask for, you will be given, as long as you've asked for it in the right way. There's no pressure around you to do things, but I feel at the moment you're stuck in a hard place. It's like you're stuck in here and you need to move. Well, I'm going to say to you, once you start to move into your own space, you will find Anne again. Anne, you have a lady with you, and this lady's got curly hair, as though she's just been and had a perm. She's a lady that would give her left arm to help anybody. I can see her wearing a coat and a hat and going out shopping. I feel it is your grandma as she comes forward. Anne, she gives me the name of Anne again. Anne, Patricia, and Dorothy. So I know they're connected around you. And she's just saying to you, whatever you do in this life, make sure you do it well. And she said, always know at the end of the day, you will get whatever you wish for. I also have a gentleman coming for you. And this gentleman, as he comes forward, dad or granddad, he's mending a bike. I can see him mending a bike. And he's putting a chain on. And I feel the chain come off the bike, so he's putting it back on. He's saying here, don't let things get dilapidated. Mend them before you need to throw them away. So it's like restoring things. But I know, Anne, you have to start to look at your own life now, and let's find you again. And you're beautiful. Believe it in yourself. I'm given Tom, John, George as well. And I know they're connected somewhere. But I've said before, often the spirit person is reminiscing about their friends and their family. So you've got to ask about the names I've given you. Okay, sweetheart, I'm going to leave that with you and say thank you for working with me. Wayne Earl, I'm going to pick you a card. Wayne, you have got the foxglove. And the foxglove is about healing. And because you can see the foxglove, see all the petals and everything, but this is for heart. Okay, it says, I embrace my own gift for healing. So I know you send out your thoughts for healing. So you need to ask for healing for others as well. Your mum says, always make sure that you are in a better place. You will always find yourself. All right. So I'm going to leave that with you and say thank you for working with me. Patrick Monaghan, let's give you a card. I'm going to give you the Elysium. And if you look at that beautiful card, it says, I act, think, and feel as part of the whole. And this is what I want to say to you. This beautiful flower is for you not to shove things under the carpet, but to bring things out into the open. Allow yourself to move forward on your own pathway. You are strong. Just believe in yourself again. I'm going to leave that with you and say thank you for working with me. Bernadette Connolly, you want a card for guidance? And here you go. Your card for guidance is the opium poppy. Can you see? Because I'm just about finished now. So there's the opium poppy. And it says, I find a deep connection with spirit by assessing my vulnerability. And I know you're vulnerable. I know you've got quite a lot going on in your life. And I know you have to come out of the past and start to move forward. You are a strong lady. I promise you, you will get there. But what you need to do now is start to bring yourself back from out of the past and, go across your pathway now. I feel as a medium, you should be working, like I am, giving your gift to others. I know there's a lot of sorrow there, but I'm giving you a red rose as well as the poppy for healing. And I've got a Facebook user. I would love a reading, please. Also, I would love to connect with my daughter who passed. I'm going to talk to you. I'm going to choose you a flower card. And I am going to give you the Nomocaris, which is the lovely white flower, which is the flower of love. And it says, I experience freedom by becoming aware and having compassion. And I feel your daughter was a very compassionate person when she was on this earth plane. She comes to bring you peace of mind. And she said, no matter how much you cry and you sorrow, she said, I do love you. Sweetheart, I don't know who you are because you haven't put your name there. But all I'm going to say to you, your daughter is connecting and she is saying to you, let go and allow her to love you unconditionally. It was her time, sweetheart. The pathway was there for her. She said, now I can work with the children, and she leaves that with you. Okay? So everyone, now I finish for today, but I will be back on Sunday, and I will be back here 3 till 4. But everybody here, especially the Facebook users, we don't see you are a Facebook user. We don't see your name. All we see is Facebook user. I'd love a message, please. But if you was to say, because you haven't joined StreamYard, put, it's Carol, I would like a reading, please. Or Mary, I'd love a message, please. This is how it works, okay? And it's not only me, but it's everybody else as well. All the other readers. They can't read for you if you haven't got a name there. Okay, sweetheart? So, everybody now, goodbye. God bless till Sunday.